Greetings, all you Jacks and Janets, and welcome to your daily dose of donkey with Ginger, and Laskers today. Everybody, welcome them back. You don't have to hear me monologue anymore. Say hallelujah. Gingy Laskers, how's it going?
What up? Ginger in the house. We are rocking donkey. Laskers, how you doing?
Laskers in the house. I'm doing good. It's been a interesting summer, but we're here.
The crisp
Glad
is
you
in the
guys are
air.
back.
Crisp is in the air.
Yes.
Football time, donkey.
Yes, it is. We're getting close to that regular season. Anybody who likes to follow all the time knows I already monologued about last week's game, so I'm not going to get into that. Instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to push some opinions the other people might have about the offseason, and since we're kicking into gear, just be that little instigator that I am. It's always fun to do. So, Gingy, without further ado, what you been thinking about Steeler football and the way things are going?
Well, donkey, obviously we're heading into the new era of Steeler football here with a quarterback controversy.
About time.
With a quarterback controversy in Steeler Nation for the first time in a long time, donkey. It's very exciting to see, and that defense, PJ coming back, everybody hyped up. The only problem we're looking at, donkey, is that Steeler offensive line. I don't know what we're going to do. Well, pretty scary.
I agree with you there, but I want to push you a little bit on that defensive statement you made. So you're not worried about the fact that Alex Highsmith, who's always hurt, is hurt already, and we don't have a capable backup outside of anyone in outside linebacker land? You look at the line, Cam Hayward's been missing time to do injury. Tyson Alualu, Larry Ogunjobi, Montravius Adams. All these guys are hurt, and the Steelers don't really have depth on the defense. That doesn't bother you at all?
It does bother me. That was the same problem last year. That's what all of our hopes and dreams ride on. We're like a college basketball team that rides on the three-pointer, you know what I mean? We need those starters in there. We saw this happen with Devin. I mean,
Duke for sure.
Come on. I think even on the offense it's going to be that way this year, but we'll get to that in a little bit. But that defense, it's very strong if everyone stays healthy. But you're right. I'm not as worried. Hayward, are the reports on him that bad? I felt there was a little nick on the ankle, but
anytime you see people missing and not getting any game time, it always makes me worry. Especially lower body injuries to anyone who's 300 plus pounds.
That's true, donkey. That is a hair bit worrisome, but we need the pass rush up front. You know what Ginger's going to talk about. We talk about the same thing every year. That's the Steelers' defense. The big play, the big explosive, smash mouth, get in your face football, make that quarterback stress, make that quarterback make bad decisions, and allow what might be an ailing secondary to be able to recover in some of those instances when that quarterback gets thrown off his rhythm.
I hear alien secondary, but I'm going to tell you right now, you want to talk about the team, part of the team that looks good, and I'm not talking about Minkah Fitzpatrick because he really hasn't shown anything in the preseason, but how about DeMonte Cassie out there playing really good snaps next to Terrell Edmonds, who might be the best player on defense this preseason so far? You're mixing that in with Witherspoon out there looking fine on the side. Sutton's playing okay, and Wallace seems to be working his way in. It looks like the secondary might not be the problem. And hell, Miles Jack looks like the best middle linebacker we've had in since the Law Dog, let's be honest, preseason football.
Ooh, Miles Jack is an excellent addition to that unit, donkey. Big upgrade from Joe Schobert.
Yeah, Joe Schmo signed with the Broncos and got cut less than a week later. Not a good showing for Joe Schmo over there.
Oof. Rough. But yeah, a lot of things to be excited about. A lot of different things going on. Like I said, both sides of the ball. Laskers, any thoughts?
Defense wins championships. That's where we're going to need to have some show out because that O-line just ain't there.
I got a big question here, and I want you both to answer it. The offensive line, is the problem more coaching or players? Because let's be honest, if you watch tape from the first 4 years of James Daniels or Mason Cole, those two guys went out there and put up, and they looked really good. Daniels looked like he was a top top tier guard last year. He comes over to Pittsburgh. You come over here. A core four looks like he's taking a step back. Dan Moore's, I don't know if he could take a step back because honestly he sucked and I didn't see what everybody thought they saw last year in him. So I can't say that I witnessed the impressive Dan Moore everyone else apparently did. And let's be honest, Kendrick Green was an undersized center. He's super undersized at guard. If that job is not Kevin Dotson, it's a big problem. But is our problem more personnel-based, scheme-based, or coaching-based at this point on the offensive line?
I'm thinking that's a team unit, Donkey. Everyone's responsible. Coaching, personnel. Granted, do you see anybody really there personnel-wise that blows you away? I think there's some serviceable.
James Daniels would.
I think there's some serviceable
he looks
guys.
bad as a Steeler, so I don't know what to tell you. But then you also have to think, a guy like Kevin Dotson, remember, Gingy, you were super high on this guy his first year because that raw skill looked good. But the longer he's been with the Steelers, the worse he's gotten.
I don't know, Donkey. That's a hot take on coaching.
Also, do you think Mike Munchak would come out of retirement for like $5 million to coach us again?
Not likely. Isn't there some bad blood there?
I think
I don't think so.
up.
He only went to Denver to be closer to his grandkids, if I recall correctly.
Okay. I'm making that up. Sorry about that, folks.
I think I know what Donkey is as coaching, and I think I'm going to agree with him because it's just like the Pirates. Where's the Pirates' problem? It's in the coaching.
No, talent and coaching. Don't get me wrong. Shelton is freaking garbage, but that team has like maybe 5 major league starters on the whole roster.
Well, this is going to be way above Gingy's pay grade because he doesn't watch baseball. But did you see the young rookie that had the highest exit velo ever?
Yeah. 6'7" O'Neal Cruz playing shortstop is fun to watch. Trust me, Laskers, I watch at least 2-3 games a week. So O'Neal Cruz looks okay. Brian Reynolds looks okay. I guess you could say Cabrian Hayes is good defensively, and then the rest of the roster is a crapshoot.
And they'll never re-sign Brian Reynolds. But
that's
anyhow,
very possible.
That's not here. They're there, but it's just funny.
No, we're going to side note because you brought this up. Laskers, that rookie in Seattle signing a 14-year, $400 million contract. Why the hell weren't any of us good at baseball?
Yeah, I agree, but also look at Wander Franco. You know I'm a Tampa Bay Rays fan, and he signed a big contract. I don't remember the exact details. I think it was 10 mil, 250 or something like that. And now he's been on the bench for basically the whole season, being hurt.
Who gives a crap? Baseball contracts are guaranteed. Get your money. That's where it's at. Speaking of money, Laskers, I'm going to start with you on this. Deshaun Watson going down for 11 games, losing $5 million. Thoughts?
It's not enough. The games that he went down for how many things he was accused of. But, for the Browns, I guess it was an okay signing. I mean, I really don't have a huge opinion on it. And Deshaun was okay. He's not worth that kind of money.
Well, let's be honest here. In terms of the Browns, that's probably worst case scenario because they lose a player for essentially the whole season. And then, let's add on top of that, they have to pay him the $40 million against the cap next year. Gingy, big win for the AFC North outside of the Cleveland Browns, the length of this suspension.
Oh my God, thank you for letting me loose on this. Dear Cleveland Browns, you did it again. You simpleton bastards. I love it. I love it, donkey. Are you serious? You're going to run the guy out of town who went and beat your rival on their home field? Oh, my God. No, don't say it.
And a pretty good quarterback.
And then they went ahead and they run him out of town. He starts somewhere else. And now at the start of this season, you get to pay both starting quarterbacks that are going to be on the field for each team. Because that's how good you are, Cleveland. All right? You take a guy in who saves your franchise, and you bring in this guy. He looks ass, all right, out there. He hadn't played in 2 years. They better just hope they didn't find themselves a little Le'Veon Bell quarterback style over there, all right? Because he might come back and just give Haslam the biggest heart attack in the whole world. Let's not, no harm out there. But that would be devastating for that franchise to give up what they gave and for that not to come through, Donkey. Absolutely devastating.
Like I said this.
I mean, shoot or
like
shoot,
I said this.
but that is a big shot, man. You got to
The
really
curse of
know.
Baker Mayfield's going to be a real thing, Gingy.
Oh
Baker
my.
goes out, wins an MVP, wins the Super Bowl in Carolina. The curse of Baker Mayfield hits the Brownies. Just saying.
I just can't believe for a franchise that
Hey,
was trying to find
I-
consistency. Oh
I got
God.
I got one for you guys. You guys remember when we used to play as Carolina in like
Rodney Pete's the shit, bro.
I don't remember what it
Oh,
was, but we'll say Madden like '96, but I don't think it was Madden.
It was 2K.
but-
It was the last 2K game, whatever year that was.
Yeah, you remember when we used to play that? With
Yeah, dude. Rodney Pete,
Steve
Mushi
Smith.
Muhammad, Steve Smith.
Uh-huh. Some of us remember when Carolina was an expansion team.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Some of us out there, not sure.
all of us.
Can't say I honestly do, but
I was gonna say, Jackson Jennett's out there. Comment. You remember when the Carolina Panthers were an expansion team? Now look what they got.
I gotta
They
look
got
when
them.
they.
They got themselves. I mean, okay, listen. Baker's probably, we're not talking elite. I think he's a grade down
mid-pack
below.
quarterback.
I was gonna say he's one downgrade below elite. I mean, he is definitely a guy who can win you some games. Clearly, he's got a playoff win under his belt. And now they just got themselves what? They pulled out the barbecue girls in Cleveland because they're just gonna get themselves a big side of Jacoby brisket.
no love for Josh Dobbs? Come on, the dude's a literal rocket scientist, Gingy.
Yeah, Dobbs ain't gonna
Give
be
the
out
man
there.
some love.
If he is out there, Lord bless him. I don't know. That's gonna be ugly. I don't know. I don't know. That whole situation just baffles me. From
Just
from
so
a
you guys
business
know-
standpoint, like this dude's selling a lot of jerseys right now over there, Cleveland, or what? Like, I don't know about all that.
I don't know, but I certainly hope he's not getting a lot of massages.
Oh yeah, team, bringing a team.
Yeah, you
team
can't have
massage.
massages.
No independent massaging going on anywhere over here. It can't be.
Side note, I want to get from both Gingy and Laskers, since neither of you have talked about it with it. Do the Houston Texans deserve to forfeit a first-round draft pick now knowing that they assigned security guards to Deshaun Watson during these things and made those security guards sign NDAs? Do they deserve some punishment in this?
Gingy, go.
Damn, I don't know, man. That's a tough. I'm glad I don't have to make those decisions. Really, overall, you think about making these type of decisions, and dang, dude, at the end of the day, that's not. I mean, that sounds like something similar to aiding and abetting, and I don't legally what's right, morally what's right. Those are difficult questions to answer, Donkey. I mean,
So,
obviously
okay,
you're
then
looking
let's
for
keep-
obviously you're looking out for the safety of all individuals involved. You don't condone any of these type of actions, and the signing an NDA, that's a little bit shady. It kind of lends itself to believe that there is something that you don't want to be disclosed there, and it's all those things point in a pretty
bad
bad
manner.
direction.
All right, point two, and we're going to get Laskers in on this one. We're going to talk about shady people here. How can we leave out what the fun stuff was with Daniel Snyder, his attorney telling the federal government during the big investigation going on with the Redskins, Washington football team, Washington Commander franchise? I'm going through it all because it was through all phases. All phases, all three organizations are put in the lawsuit because it was all three organizations.
Nice
so no, I
save.
didn't misname. I actually
Nice
did it on
save.
purpose. Laskers, Daniel Snyder, the fact that his lawyer said we didn't sign NDAs, and then all these people come out saying, well, then am I allowed to talk? Should these people be allowed to throw absolute dirt all over Daniel Snyder?
100%. And also go back on the on the Deshaun Watson. Yeah, no, they 100% should be held accountable. And also, I don't think one is enough. I think at least two first round picks should be tossed out of it because, you know, they were the ones involved in it. They knew what was going on. They should be held accountable.
Lasker's definitely going with the deflating actual balls is worse than deflating footballs here.
Yep.
Take that as you will. Please feel free. On to a more fun note. We've talked preseason with me. We talked preseason with you guys right there on your biggest takes. But week 1, who should be the starting quarterback? Gingy.
Mitch Trubisky should be the starting quarterback week 1, Donkey.
Kenny.
Kenny?
Why?
I think Kenny is a viable candidate. I am not going to let him get out there and get disgraced by that turnstile of an offensive line until they get their shit together.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I'll
Damn it!
that
That's
one. We
where
might
I was
need.
going to, Gingy. I was going to say Trubisky just to let him get destroyed. We don't care about him.
Trubisky's a bit. I do care about Mitchell Trubisky. Let's not get it twisted. All right, but he's a big boy, and he knows what playing in this league's all about. I think he's more equipped and more prepared to play in a circumstance, and so he's the better chance to win the game.
He got killed. Do you mean because he got killed 3 years in a row in a frickin' Matt Nagy offense in Chicago?
At the end of the day, Donkey, I think week 1, Mitch Trubisky gives you a better chance to win than Kenny Pickett.
Kenny.
I'm not saying
Kenny's
it's
clutch.
going to
I don't
stay
care what
that
you say.
way.
Kenny's clutch. Kenny is clutch.
I'm not saying
If it's
God
the fourth
damn
quarter,
it,
we're down
fan.
6 points. We better bench Mitch Trubisky for Kenny. That's all I'm saying.
Laskers has a point here, Donkey. Did you hear that? There's a bit of homerism going on right there.
Hey, the man did good things at Pitt, won an ACC title, and if you put on the tape, he had a closing half drive, he had a closing game drive in his 2 games. You can't deny there's something clutch about Kenny Pickett right now.
Right. But when
Are you saying if you're gonna say we should play Trubisky for 3 quarters to get him killed and let Pickett play when everyone's tired? Cool, I'm down with that if it leads to wins.
I'm gonna say if you're
Be
gonna
the first team to use a closer quarterback.
I'm gonna say if you allow yourself to put Kenny at Cincinnati on week 1, that is one of the most hostile environments he can be operating in this.
That's fair. Absolute fair take there. I won't disagree with you here.
Put him in a home where he feels better. You know, Three Rivers is the place where he needs to be at.
All right, for everybody watching, because I can tell because I have my stream up right now, it definitely lagged right there. What Gingy's saying is, don't get Kenny Pickett killed, let Trubisky die. I'll give you the short take of everything that you might have just missed due to lag of me starting the game up. I apologize for that, but that's essentially what was being said. Gingy, did I miss any very important parts there?
Not. Pretty much covered it.
Okay. I'm trying to be good here because I had the screen up just so I could try to see when lag spikes happen because I know they've happened before. I'm sorry about that. So what else should we talk about here? We're going to try to keep this a little short, just get used to the banter back and forth. Next week we'll come with a more serious take on the thing. But, I can't let you guys go without some kind of prediction going on, right? Okay.
Heck yeah.
So my question. Which team wins the AFC North? How many teams from the AFC North make the playoffs? And where do our Pittsburgh Steelers finish?
Oh, man. You got at least, this is still preseason, Donkey. Those are regular season shots.
Preseason is the time for hype.
You are firing regular season, almost playoff level shots right now in the preseason.
I haven't taken a break,
Gingy
baby.
is still taking the rust off.
I'm still going.
Gingy is still taking the rust off.
I am the Energizer Bunny. I have not stopped. I didn't even stop for vacation. I am committed. Now answer the question, Gingy. No skipping around.
Oh, man. All right. Lay it down. So, I'm looking for how many teams from the North, who's going to win the North Steelers record. Let's go.
Steelers position. If you want to give their record take right now, I was going to say that for next week, but be my guest.
No. We'll take a position. I think the Steelers finish. Oh, man. Tied for first in the AFC North. Tied for first in the AFC North. I don't know if Kenny's the reason, but... and that would be with 2 teams from the AFC North going to the playoffs.
Nice. All right, since you said tied first, I don't think you technically claimed your winner. So who are the winners? Because there has to be another team there, right?
That would be the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals.
Let's go.
I am not.
Laskers, question.
I don't have the same faith in the Ravens that I'm feeling a lot of your popular analytics are having right now. That's
big question. Is Lamar even going to play?
Good question.
Where are you on my
Laskers,
answer?
same question. Let's go.
This is hard for me, but I'm gonna go second. And it's gonna be the Ravens who take the first position. I think that the Bongals are gonna finish third.
Yikes! Hot take.
There's a chance this division is really, really good, so I'm not going to disagree with anyone's takes of this.
Nice work.
I like that. Last thing before we head off to letting you guys do some shout-outs. Jalen Warren, Benny Snell Jr., Anthony McFarland. Any of these guys actually make you believe that Najee Harris doesn't have to carry the ball 1,000 times this year?
Nope. Absolutely not. Nope.
I'm in agreement with Gingy.
McFarland looked good in preseason, but listen, we've seen McFarland. We know what he's all about, you know?
Yeah, we did see him a little bit. I'll give you that. He did end up getting hurt, too.
He showed out a couple games in the preseason, but he's been on a roll. Don't get me wrong, those guys are good supporting role. I think that they can distribute some touches in maybe some niche situations.
All right, that's fair. Laskers.
Najee's carrying a lot, though. Yep, go ahead.
I 100% agree with Gingy. I'm not feeling it yet. I think Najee's going to have to carry the ball way too much. But I think he can do it. And, there's definitely some good points. And it's going to take a bit.
Fair enough. Pre-warning, we're going to talk about this week's game next week. I'm also going to get your Steelers record. We might go game through game with that. Yikes. And I want you guys to have a breakout player ready for me. Fair?
Woo. Well,
and I need a good reason behind it, or else Donkey gonna be mad.
Well,
not really, but fake
you're
mad.
The boss. We'll make it happen.
I wish I was the boss. This is my show. We do it my way only. My way or the highway. Get with it. All right, Laskers, Gingy, rock, paper, scissors. I don't care. One of you. Shout out time.
Shout out time. Shout out to the Jackson Janets still hanging in there through the times, getting ready for new Steeler football. Donkey. Not really any other shout outs on the mind this week. We'll leave it at that. Thanks much.
Good enough. Laskers.
Oh man, you're gonna put me on the spot.
Yeah.
I'm at least looking I'm looking at the stats, and really, I don't have any shout-outs. Well, actually, let's go. Pat Firemuth.
That's a good.
It's been a long time since we had good tight end that can actually catch the ball.
Peace.
So, yeah.
Damn it, JJ!
That is the exact answer I'm going with.
It ain't Ebron, so there you go.
Yep, nope, I'm good with that answer. So, let's go with Pat, just keep doing what you're doing.
good safety blanket, especially with that cheesy
Good
offensive
shit.
line. Good safety. Good call, Laskers. Golf clap.
For sure. My shout outs to Gingy and Laskers being back in here, bringing you some stuff so you don't have to listen to my inner monologue because I'm sure y'all are tired of it because I'm tired of it. It scares me sometimes listening to myself speak. Like, what the hell's this dude thinking?
You scare us too.
But without any further ado, it's that time to let you know I am the Viking Donkey. That's Viking_Donkey on Twitch and Twitter. Your daily dose of Donkey with Ginger is the YouTube channel where you can leave us a like, a comment, a follow. Tell us what you want to hear, what you don't want to hear. If you want breakdowns of other teams, let us know. We'll try, but sometimes we don't even do a good job breaking down the Steelers. So you know what you're going to get. Fair enough. Laskers, I'm going to send it to you because you know Gingy knows how to end it.
This is the Laskers, and if you want to follow me everywhere, it's Laskers everywhere, and to Gingy.
Mutant Gingy in the house. We talking football with the boys. We playing at some video games, hanging out, getting ready for Steelers football. Oh, it's that time of year again. Steelers Nation, Jackson Jennings. You know what to do. Break them out. Wave them if you got them. Let's go.